and they found out, immediately they stripped my right as a full citizen of my own birthplace. Immediately at the airport, they made me sign that I have a foreign passport. I just had to share this because it was really interesting. Everyone was speaking about this at the event. So yeah, that's my story. So now I'm not even a citizen of my own birthplace. So yeah, what I would like to share with you, a poem that I've wrote. It's called, let me sit down, I'll start. Get comfortable. Whispers from the haunted coast. Within this poem, a sinister reality unfolds. No mere tale of fiction, but a story to behold. A chilling truth that engulfs casting shadows deep. Not just a Halloween tale, but nightmares that creep. In a place cloaked in darkness, hidden from view, children reside, unaware of what's true. Innocent and carefree, they roam and play, but in their very midst, something wicked holds sway. On one fateful morn, Halloween's essence arose, unleashing horrors that silence repose. A ghastly knocking echoed through the door, sending shivers down spines, chilling to the core. Forcing these innocent souls to abandon their abode, to seek refuge wherever their terror may erode, leaving their cherished lives behind. A grim toll, born into a fate that would haunt their very soul. Echoes of their laughter twisted into cries within the church's walls, shielded from goodbyes. Yet, the sounds of melancholy and lingering dread as they sought solace and aware of what lay ahead. But can you imagine? Their hiding place stands dark and vile as the angel of death takes their lives. Explosions rend the sanctuary, wreaking havoc and dread. Their bodies consumed by horror's raging inferno instead. The parents sleep, their hearts shattered and torn. In plastic bags smaller than sacks, they're mourned. Gone are the fairy tales. Dreams eternally ceased, innocence stuffed out, but nightmares released. Can you picture the terror that they face? In classroom haunted in every chilling space. Blood stains their skin, itching marks so dark. Ragged clothes cling, no costume, just a painful remark. A refuge stark on cold floors they rest, awakening to screams, their fears manifest. Vanishing from existence, no trace or sign, as nightmares devour, erasing innocent times. Parents on a quest, seeking to find a small arms detached, inked with a name aligned. Some arms unclaimed, a world come insane. This isn't just on screens or seen through social media streams. This is not just a Halloween theme, a perpetual cycle of horror scene. Children's lives forsaken, a plea grotesque, leaders passively watching and moved and at rest. Let us unite in resolve, with hearts full of zest, to end this horror and strive for what's best. In the aftermath of this heartfelt rhyme, let our voices rise, a powerful chime. Advocate for change, let compassion lead, so no more innocent souls suffer and plead. Though this poem alone may not make amends, our collective actions can help injustice mend. Raise awareness, strive for a better tomorrow. From tragedy and and sorrow, let kindness follow. Liberate the innocent children of Palestine, set them free. Their lives, precious souls confined in cages, should not be treated as mere subjects in cruel stages. Free, free Palestinian people from the haunted coast, their souls deemed worthless in this daunting place. But they will embrace a future of freedom where justice finds its base. Thank you guys.
Can we give a round of applause for Organised? All the volunteers as well that help. This day, I came here when it was still daylight outside. This day has been very needed, and to even hear Hazem talk earlier, and just like the history, it's been very needed to just be with people and community who want to learn, who want to educate, who care. That's the main thing. My name's Tasneim Zyada. I'm a poet, a facilitator. The other stuff doesn't really matter to me right now. I have some poems to perform. I'm trying to think which one to start with. The beginning or swing? The beginning? Yeah. Okay, I even asked about the other one. I'm sorry. So her emotions are really running high because, you know, when you haven't had a day to rest, and then like yesterday I just slept in this congeniality and then to like be back out, and the fireworks, I have no idea why, but like this time like the fireworks have just been like rocking my heart. I don't know if anyone else felt the same way. And then today it's just like, okay, we're back on solidarity timing. The beginning. I had my question from young. So when I got to my real adult years to fight off self-doubt fears, all my strength felt gone. This isn't the happy soundtrack of my life, but a recognition of perseverance when you hold on to your head with all your might and you realize, though your heart may be heavy, that's what gives you more weight when you stand on the stage of your championhood crowning. Your introspective eye to the universe of your mind is what needs adoring. And this is just the beginning. You've been fighting all this time, so good energy seems strange when it returns to you through the rain. And this is just the beginning, to feeling beauty radiate from your soul. And this is just the beginning of you conquering battles, creeping in the anxiety of facing the unknown. And this is just the beginning of believing in the strength from your hard roots, all because you chose to stay focused on intentions, not those that have made you bruise. And this is just the beginning for speaking into existence positive affirmations, starting with I and not being so far removed. I am a series of decisions that lead to steps. I am home. Wherever I move, I am safe because I trust in my faith to keep me far from feeling alone. I am scared because I speak inner truths that I have yet to grow up to. But I am potential realized and nurtured, so I am happiness also. That was the beginning. Keep bumping into it. It's like, you know when you're nervous and you're just like leaning on something, I'm like, this is weird. Thank you. So this next piece is called Swing. It's usually one I open my sets with, but I've recently changed some of the lines in it to kind of fit how I'm feeling. I've been feeling. Swing. Come in. Sorry, that's not a poem. But that could be a Arab poem, like Arab hospitality. Come in, yeah. Order. There's always space. When there's no space, it's like every family has about like 10 people, and then you've invited another family that has 10 people, and it's just like, there's space. There's always space. Come in. I mean, if you want to. Swing. How many times are we going to be here? Again, with this battle with your mind. Is it your favorite fight? Not televised punches, just this spiral you have memorized, hitting you and you hitting it. And each time you swing, you miss. Out in sustaining passion, because of your addiction to furious short-fuse ignition, fragilely contained within a depression. You swing again and again, forever missing the spiritual peace within your body's occupation. Hearing the whispers of war crimes as you sleep, heaviness on your subconscious heaps. Scroll, but what you touch is not scripture. News reports of scrambled message. Didn't Malcolm warn you of where the truth is denied? People claiming liberal but failing to condemn genocide. Stand again. Weren't you always the champ? Carrying babies for miles on your back when homes were no-fly zones. Crazy how we're here again. But it's not bombs or bullets making my feet jump to a swing beat, but the dance to survive against mental defeat. That was my poem, Swing. This poem and then another poem. This poem is called Vital Organs. I adore your kind eyes. Like mine, they squint through rain to see the colors of light souls colliding with hearts worth more than material. I am your rib, arms outstretched to cover around and protect vital organs. I know I give you trouble, shooting pains down your left arm and chest where your treasure lies, my head. Kind eyes are the closest you'll ever get to crying, because it was the last thing you shared with blood before you knew they were dying. Memories as warm as the sand of Baghdad's 1950s. Your sisters and Mama and Baba made home outside of a home there. The first generation of a Nakba begins. I know I give you trouble. You tell me I don't appreciate. I understand, as a man, how often is it you get to raise a family when you're a refugee? Status, chasing papers and validity. Home never seemed fragile because I never felt bombs rock me to sleep as my mama sang a lullaby, and a prayer never seemed so urgent because you were always there. Sacrifices, I never knew real sacrifices because there's a difference between living life present and being ruled by the past's truth. So rather, it's not a sacrifice, but a reality I choose to take. I can't hold you forever and feel your buried pain. We're in the same boat. I can't hold you forever and feel your buried pain in the same boat. For tears are one thing my eyes cannot contain. Dripping down, they'll fill our mobile home, causing us to drown in our deepest, bluest sorrows. There's still hope, for your wisdom has kept you afloat. I look up to your kind eyes to see eyelashes like arms outstretched, beating away to unhardened hearts. I see blue skies. I'll test these waters and search for shores. Baba, I can swim. You can let your daughter go. Thank you. So, I don't have a lot of time and I desperately want to read like 2 poems. This poem I was trying to finish upstairs, so That's not the greatest introduction, considering that it's called Born of Resistance, a powerful title. But yeah, this is what I've got so far. They turned off the electricity. Angels made of light, lifting souls of our martyrs. Gaza said, keep your prayers for those past. You're the ones who are dead. When they bombed our mosques, the priest said, pray in our churches. The prayer of the oppressed ascends to the heavens like a flare. There is no veil between it and God. Our neighborhoods build faith from rubble, roses through concrete for every single spirit that hails from struggle, to still stand, to still heal, to still hold hope above grief, to still lift body then memory of loved ones in the battlefield, to still resist death by silence. That's why our children are born with balled fists and they hold ancestral cries of freedom. Thank you. Last one is untitled. And it's been untitled for like 3 years. So if anyone wants to talk to me after about something that jumps out to them, or if you want to find me, my name's Tasneim Zyada, TASNEIMZYADA, and you can DM me a title that jumps out to you. I will. I have context, not just random words. I will understand. It's hard to find an energy reciprocated when your worth is constantly deliberated. Like Mr. Brown said, this is a man's world, and man treats women as if he were raised feral. How come you don't trust whilst holding a lighter to my temple, ready to burn me with my own honesty? You ever sit in your bones whilst your soul flees? Opposite you a bloodhound that preys on vulnerability, but disguises it by playing nice to me, saying I brought light to help you see. But somewhere along these lines, my gut knows something ain't right. It turns when I follow your word out of being polite. You understand now why we tremble before we share our truth. Skeletons of past trauma ready to be dug out from the roots. People who are broken always choose your story as a muse to make them feel like they're on a path to heal too. I call this the act of romanticizing self-love. You see, I was on the stage professing my dreams and pain, beams on my face, I didn't see the wave to come, dragging me under in experiences as if it were God's hand, dunking my head out of spite, saying, you think you're polished, you think you're done, you think by just speaking about your life you're going to change things without action. You want the clicks and claps that you ticking like a fiend for others' validation to give you permission to breathe. Your name is a fountain in heaven, but you don't use your blessings to fill your own cup. Let's see how you hold up. I was drained before I realized I was drowning. I propped my story up for people to feel was felt too much. I was numb, recounting stories of my life in the hopes of mapping out where my nerve connections had become undone. Pursuing unhealthy attachments till it struck a chord. None of the shit I'd been through was minor, but I learned to be harmonious despite the chaotic records. Being a calm storm became my title. Weathering ebbs and flows of violent release from a history before my birth that's been fighting for peace. And where do the children of diaspora go when fear becomes a familiar home? Is self-sabotage written in this code? Because the legacy of colonial abuse becomes the way the displaced raise their youth, raging fits erupting with a vengeance from a past they couldn't control. It grabs onto those closest and puts them in a chokehold. Grown now, and nobody wants to go visit the old. Memories aren't fantasy like when we reminisce. My siblings think they can forgive now that they have kids. I can't quite figure out if there's something healing or if it's my sentimentality deceiving when I see baby fingers reach for grandparents' hands to play. I'm trying to give them grace for not checking their demons when they led the way. I know I'm charged with the capacity of reflection and restoration. They don't understand my happiness when they look at me. They see walls as high as the one back home, separating our land and loved ones. They tell me to not lose myself on the other side. I tell them this emotional health won't be stigmatized. I tell them this mental freedom is not westernized. I tell them this spiritual rehabilitation is flying above apartheid and chipping at the roadblocks of the past. I tell them this body is a shell for my soul that shall never be breached. I keep faith that before death, future generations and I will know justice before peace. Thank you.
Free, free, Palestine! Free, free, Palestine! Zyada, free, free, Palestine! 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more! And then what? 5, 6, 7. I'm kidding, I'm just joking. But I want to thank you and Dania and all the other people that have organized this today. It's been really wholesome and it's been really nice to be here. Needless to say that we are all in pain and grief, and it's a tough time. I'm grieving and I'm angry and I'm tired, and this is my 6th performance this week. And every time I sing, it's actually kind of like a break. It's healing, but also like it's really painful to be in that place and to just sing about it, because it gives me hope, but also it makes me feel a little hopeless in some ways. I don't know. Yes, I haven't been able to sleep properly or eat, or I just be in the world. Because the reality right now is really brutal and it's really tough. And as I keep saying to my friends, that spaces like this are really important, because Tasneim, we were talking about how the mental health now has become more collective, and it's not based on individual collective consciousness, exactly, and collective pain as well, and collective grief. How many of you speak Arabic here? Okay, that's okay. Because my name is Etaf. I sing and write in Arabic and English, but the song that I'm going to share is actually in Arabic. But I probably just want to explain what the song is about before I sing it, so that you can relate to it for those who don't understand Arabic. That I have a really nostalgic and relationship to Gaza, even though I've never been there, but I will one day. Yes, I will. So I believe we will win. Free, free. Palestine. Now that free, free. Palestine. Now sing from your stomach. Free, free. Palestine. Exactly, thank you. So my relationship to Gaza is, I grew up, my grandmother's from Gaza. I was born and raised in Kuwait. I'm Kuwaiti, Palestinian, Lebanese, combination, queer also, and my grandmother's from Gaza, and her name is Etaf. My name is Etaf. The name is really popular in Gaza, and it means, the name has different meanings, but it also means deviation. Which is a name that I adopted for myself, and I feel quite strongly in me right now, this difficult time, that, because, sorry, I don't like to say fuck, and, my lady keeps telling me don't say fuck, but I really want to say fuck Biden, and fuck Rishi Sunak. I'm probably going to get fired eventually, like everyone else. We grew up speaking Palestinian accent and eating Palestinian food from Gaza, because of my grandmother. And I built a relationship with Gaza, even though I've never actually been on the land, but it was introduced to me through my grandmother. I feel emotional right now because I just really had a revelation that I actually have experienced a lot of Gaza through my grandmother, and that's so beautiful, also really sad. The song that I want to share, I wrote 2 days ago because I woke up on the news, as we all do right now. You know, Middle East Eye, Eye on Palestine, and all our people in Gaza, the journalists that we literally are in fear every day, scared that they're gonna die. We follow them as well. So I was scrolling on the news and I saw. I mean, we obviously seen a lot happening in Gaza right now, but I saw this scene that really hit me, which was a mother with her hands full of blood because she identified her children. I don't know if raise your hands if you've seen it. Yeah. I started, and I was just sobbing, I was crying, and I had a breakdown, and we all have a breakdown. We're having breakdowns, and we're crying and struggling, and it feels so lonely sometimes, and other times, and we feel like there are people there to support us when they can. So it just put me in a place of just wanting to write something about how I feel. Last thing I want to say, and I think maybe I've said that before to some friends, but I have a personal relationship with grief because I lost 3 people in my life in the last year and a half. It's so painful, it's so physical, it's a very embodied experience, and I always feel it, like for the loss of my sister and one of my best friends and my grandmother.
Free Palestine! Can you hear the guitar? قلبي يوجعني اشتقت دقات ستي ومحشي ملفوف need to be. And we're not going to be silenced. I see you all in the protest, but I want to sing the last song, a cover by Mesa Dow, and the name of the song is Enough. Enough means bikafi, and bikafi means Halas. This song I've been performing quite a lot this week because I really resonate with it. As I said to other people and in other performances, I feel like enough is an emotion right now for me. I just want to share it. It's also in Arabic, and I feel like it's really self-explanatory, so I don't need to explain that song.